Step number 8 is diffuse light overlays. In this one, we can add some light overlays. So this can be golden hour, neutral light, cotton candy. There's so many different lighting that you can add to your image. So I'm going to choose for this one in particular, I'm going to go with golden hour. So I'm going to click on that one here. And this is again going to mask out your subject and only add this to the background. So we're going to wait a few moments again. Some of these have a lot of steps, so it might take a few seconds. All right, there it is. So for this one, the way it works, you want, if you want to move that light source, just double click on that one here, and then you can move it around, okay? So I'm going to move it up here. Ideally, you want to move it where the light source is. So I can see from Fritz that the light source is hitting from on top. So I'm going to move it here, and that's good enough. Now, the angle, you want to move it depending on where the light source is coming from. Now it's coming from above and it's going down. So I'm going to move the angle down. And then the scale, depending on how big you want it, maybe 125 for this one is going to be good, and press OK. Before, after. That is pretty good. Now you can duplicate that one if you want it stronger. So I can do Control or Command J and add more. Now this one, I could bring it down to maybe half of this one. So 60%, about 60%. And there you go. That's good enough. Now, yeah, that's pretty much it. So you can check out the mask if it's good or not. If it's not, you can go ahead and do refine mask selection. Okay. We can try another one just to show you. I'm going to go ahead and try one of the sun flares. So sun flare, I'm going to try the first one. And these one work, all of the sun flares, they work a bit differently to move the light source. I'm going to show you in a second. All right, so there it is. The light source is up here. I'm just going to open up the folder. And you're going to see there's the color here, sun color, and then there's the flare. Down here, you have a lens flare. You're going to double click on lens flare. From there, you can move the light source wherever you want. So if I want to keep it here, you can keep it there, and then you can bring up the brightness if you want. I usually leave it at 100%. So here you can press OK. Now the color, you can change the color as well. So if you want something a little bit more in the yellowish or reddish, whatever you want, and press OK. All right, so this is pretty much how it looks. You can also bring it down with the opacity. So I can bring down a little bit of that opacity. And that is it. So I'm going to delete that one because I'm not going to use that one, and bring the one before that. All right, so this is it for step 8, the diffuse light overlays. Next one is going to be step number 9, which is shaping the light.